daw, medyo taso. friends. We're about to begin the Thanksgiving service for the life of our brother Owen McLean. It is 11 a.m. and on behalf of the prison charge here at St. Stephen's Name, Reverend Hilda Vaughan, myself, the assistant, and the members of the church family here at St. Stephen's, we offer condolences to Sister Bev and the other family members as they mourn the passing of our brother Owen. I'm going to be asking you that we turn our cell phones off and put them on vibrate or silent mode, and we will begin with the tributes. The casket will remain open until after the tributes, so the casket will remain open. Remember, no photographs being taken, no photograph being taken of the deceased. That's a request, no photograph taken, and we'll just flow through the tributes and then we'll go into the rest of the service. Please, I'm asking you to put your phones on vibration mode or silent. So we'll go with the tributes. We'll have Errol Lee, then Maurice Jones, and Collymore Balger. And after that, we'll have the eulogy. So is Mr. Lee here? Errol Lee, you are first. There's Maurice Jones and Mr. Balger. And after that, Errol is not here yet. Errol is here, right? So we have Errol, next we have Maurice, next we have Mr. Badger, and next we have Whitney with the eulogy. So don't be grieving because I'm leaving. Don't you cry when I say goodbye. There no
Good morning, good morning. Good morning, friends. I'm grateful for the opportunity to honor a dear friend. It's been a deep family friendship of about 55 years, with some simple recollections of time shared and fun-filled moments. Leighton, my brother, writes, with the passage of time, it is difficult to recall who adopted who, but be assured we saw her not only as a dear friend, but as a brother and family. And we started in 1970. The mutual love and friendship and brotherhood that was formed and stayed intact until his untimely passing was really cherished. Elder brother Owen, my younger brother Leighton, and myself, I am Maurice, met Kurt at Kingston College. Well, Leighton was just about to enter KC at the time. And Kurt lived with his sister Faye Penslow in the Bridgetown community of St. Andrew, in the foothills of Stony Hill. And we lived in Stony Hill just about 15 minutes further on up the road. It was only natural then that we would meet as we took the same route home on the bus. From we met Kurt, he had a fascination with cars at that time, and always spoke of the day he would own his first car. There was another KC boy, Bobby Case, who also lived in Stony Hill, and his father operated a garage. Now, you know where this story is going, eh? As soon as Bobby was of age, his father restored a beautiful old 1958 Chevy Bel that he drove to school from time to time. Mind you, this was not the vintage car or the size that you would associate with a 17-year-old in Jamaica at the time. It would more have been Ford Anglia's Cortinas and VW Beetles, especially after the 1969 showing of the Love Bug movie. Not long after, Bobby's father downsized into a beautifully prepared 1963 Ford Anglia, and he eventually sold it to Kurt after they left school. Sunday dinner at our home in Stony was always very special for the family, and rare was the occasion when Kurt did not visit with us to enjoy the magic of our mothers and sisters cooking. Rice and peas was special to Kurt, and make sure plenty of gravy. He would usually turn up an hour or so before dinner, and you know that was time for washing and detailing the car. And getting the appetite up to optimum, okay? So we could actually write a whole chapter on Kurt's diligence when it came to care and cleaning of his little vehicle. While I was still at school, Kurt's friend Amy had a job with Bellevue Hospital as a social worker and was required to visit families of patients all over Jamaica to negotiate their return home at the end of their treatment. Amy had been given a brand new car, but she was not much of a driver. And so, Kurt as driver, as co-pilot maybe, almost fortnightly, but maybe more monthly, we were off to some deep corner of Jamaica, rural corner, with Kurt and Amy, visiting just about every parish in central and eastern Jamaica. Adventures I will never forget. One of Kurt's earliest jobs was with Sinclair's Garage, and they were the dealers of the Volkswagen, the VW then. Soon enough, Kurt turned up with a brand new tan-colored VW 1300. No, not the 1302S that my younger brother recalls. The bug was eventually modified and had the sweetest sounding extractor muffler that you could clearly identify from a long distance off as he entered Stony Hill Square on the way to our home. It was generally believed that Amanda, Kurt's mom, spoiled her, or he knew exactly how to twist her hand to get the goodies. After we left school in the early to mid-70s, we went overseas to study, so we only met up for vacation. Soon, however, the connection returned to an everyday basis as Kurt worked with Owen early 1980s on the Alcott Capability project with the Fast Track Construction Company. At this time, he developed a great interest and some skills with the operation of heavy construction equipment. I also suspect Kurt ultimately settling in Maine was connected with the new friendships formed at the time. Kurt visited less frequently as we all eventually started families, but the bond was never broken. And for significant calendar events, we always communicated. Kurt always had a passion, as we said, for vehicles, and over time he developed this key interest in operating heavy mining equipment, which took him into the mining industry as an operator. Time was spent working for Maxwell as an operator, and eventually he joined the Trevor Dunkley Group. Kurt was at home at the controls of a 50-plus ton Cat D11. Those were happy times, sorry. Our family connections continued to be woven over the years. During his time working at Jamalo in Mount Elephant, Kurt had the pleasure of linking up with Leighton, who by that time had returned to Jamaica to manage the company's mining operations. During this period, Kurt and Leighton became even closer than before, and the relationship was a precious one. According to Kurt, Leighton was his boss. Even subsequently, the tying up of the family relationship continued. Katie actually lived with my sister, Lily Mona, when she studied law at UWI. She lived there for a time. And as time went on, we had our family tragedies. I've lost a brother and a sister, and the loss of siblings in our family deeply affected her. Not much was said, but deep down we knew that Kurt also lost a brother and sister. Kurt had a special excitement in his eyes, a twinkle in the eyes, and he never missed the opportunity to share with us the challenges he faced and the joy and support that his dear wife Bev and daughter Katie brought to his life. You were both dearly, dearly loved. On Holy Thursday this year, as with most other significant calendar days, Kurt sent me a message, and I quote, "Happy and holy Easter to you and family. Blessings always." I replied, "Hi Kurt, hope all is well. We're doing okay on this side. Yes, as we go to Good Friday and Easter Sunday, let us contemplate the goodness of God." And I punctuated it with a clasped hand and a purple and white heart. So, not knowingly, we said our goodbye. Kurt, my prayer is that you will experience God's eternal peace. Rest well, my dear friend, my brother.
Good morning, church. As we would say in school, sorry to be late, teacher. My task this morning is to bring some recollection of Kurt, the child. I'm from a little town in the hills of Claremont called Frankfield. And when I hear the often repeated maxim that it takes a village to raise a child, I can relate to that. Because all of us were raised by the same people, regardless of who your parents happen to be. So, Kurt. And you will notice I say Kurt because I didn't even know that his first name was Owen until I saw the notice. I wondered who was Owen. For me, he'd always be Kurt. A chubby little fella who we call Tok Tok. That's his baby name. And his parents were close to my grandmother, who raised me. My recollections of him before I went off to boarding school were very vague because, as you would imagine, a little chubby fellow trying to keep up with older boys who were playing cricket and Chevy Chase and going swimming at the river and catching janga and generally misbehaving. It was very difficult for him to do that, but he tried his very best. I was fascinated by the freedom of movement he had, which I later realized was due to the fact that he was a wash belly. When he came